Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Final Fantasy X No Sphere Grid run with our Tactical Tuesdays. As you may recall, last time, Sin attacked Keelika. We destroyed it, and at Waka's suggestion, we should go and see if we can help out around town. We'll be doing just that, since there is a little bit of material wealth to be gained by helping out. But first, it's time to find out what ascending is, as Yuna mentioned in the last part. This is perhaps the second most recognized cutscene.
What's ascending? Are we going somewhere?
You truly are clueless. Are you sure it's just your memory that's the problem? The dead need guidance. Filled with grief over their own death, they refuse to face their fate. They yearn to live on and resent those still alive. You see, they envy the living. And in time, that envy turns to anger, even hate.
The only part that I've never
Should
really
these
understood
souls
about
remain
this
in Spira,
is
they
that
become fiends.
they
that
hate the
prey
people
on
who
the
are
living.
alive, sure. But what happens if it's their family that's
Sad,
alive? Do they hate their
isn't
family
it?
and eventually go
The sending takes them to the far plane,
ape
where they
shit
may
on their
rest in
family and
peace.
kill them?
Summoners do this?
Nevertheless, this is probably the cutscene that, like I said, second most popular. It really showcased back on the PS2 days what the PS2 was really capable of as far as graphics and cutscenes. Also, Yuna is apparently Jesus. Just totally walk on water there. I always thought it would be a neat touch if they changed the staff that she was holding depending on what she was equipped with at the time. The other thing that didn't really make sense to me was if the dead are envious and resentful and all that, I'm assuming the sending must force them to go. It's not so much guidance as it is banishment. I'm not, if they want to stay and they're resentful and hateful and angry, this dance is not really giving them peace so much as it is, like, forcing them to move on. It's kind of the Monty Python scene. I'm not dead! We can't take him if he's not dead. I feel better. I think I'll go for a walk. No, you're dead. Move on.
It must be tough, being a summoner.
Yuna chose her own path. She knew from the beginning what it meant. All we can do is protect her along the way, until the end.
Until the end? What's the end?
until she defeats sin.
Oh,
I hope I did okay.
You did very well. They've reached the far plane by now,
In
but
banishing
no
those
tears
souls.
next time.
I wished there would never be a next time. No more people being killed by sin. No more sendings for Yuna. Everyone stood there watching her. It was strange, and somehow horrifying. I never wanted to see it again.
Coincidentally, I'm pretty sure we don't ever see Ascending again. Not for lack of trying, but I don't think we see one again. And we're not going to save. And we're the kind of last ones out here. Stubborn Grandpa. Lovely. Now, as Waka had said, and before the sending, we are going to go and help.
Hey.
And we'll start by rescuing this little girl. Nicely done, guys. Just kind of chilling there. Somewhere kicking about is an Albed primer. Let's, that's not right. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. And he's a dick. As expected. I'm glad they put little touches here and there, just showing that Sin's toxin is, yes, indeed an actual thing, and it's not just like, you know, ooh, what is Sin's toxin? Well, let's explain it away because this is Titus or something. Now, as part of a reward, oh, well, first, primer, letter D. And, as you can see the little girl celebrating back there. Because we saved her sister, we get an ether. It's not really that great, but hey, better than nothing. With that done, that's basically all we can do around town. We can go shop over there, but why would we? And, of course, down there is a guy playing blitzball rather than helping. He says that he's practicing hard so that he can win and bring the trophy back. Sure, buddy.
On to the temple, where we pray for victory. Go! High Summoner O'Halloran used to live in the Kilika temple here. Yep, Lord O'Halloran was once a great blitzer, you know.
Waka. Praying for victories, oh good. But is this right?
Something wrong with enjoying blitzball?
Is this really the time?
This is the only time. The players fight with all their strength. The fans cheer for their favorite team. They forget pain, suffering. Only the game matters. That's why Blitz has been around for so long. At least that's what I think.
Whatever you say.
Let's play and win, right?
Right.
Temple's beyond the jungle there. Let's go.
And as Waka just indicated, the temple is in fact our destination. Kind of. In between us and the temple stands, well, 1.5 bosses. We can skip one of these bosses. Or we can fight it. It's optional, we can walk around it. It's kind of one of those things that I'm not yet decided on, but gonna have to make up my mind pretty quickly here. Now let's quickly make a save here. Oh, ooh. Save 67, yes. And away we go.
What's up?
Yuna's saying she wants you with us.
Huh?
I want to ask you to be my guardian.
You know what? There's no time for jokes, yeah? He may be a blitzball whiz kid, but up against fiends, he's a newbie.
Not a guardian, then. I just want him nearby.
Wow.
What? What do you mean?
Waka's reaction
It's
is
just that... Well,
priceless.
We're all going to the temple anyway. Can't this wait till later?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have...
There's nothing to be sorry
Lulu
about.
with the save.
I'm just not really sure what's going on.
My apologies.
I haven't even leveled up Yuna yet. Okay, so, as you can see, Lord Uchu? I believe it's Uchu over there. Oh, first a tutorial fight.
Kimari. What? Normally, it's a... But when Alonso uses...
Hey, sound.
This is the only time you will be using Lancet to learn an overdrive. Pretty much, anyway. How do you like it? Taste of your own medicine. Oh, it didn't even kill you. Fantastic. Yeah, I forgot. We have a couple of tutorial fights first.
The fiend before us is Ochu, Lord of the Wood. We've had trouble with this one before. Remember,
Ochu.
discretion is the better part of valor.
And as they warn, he is kind of a mini-boss. But a mini-boss that I have decided, will be fighting. For no other reason than, why the hell not? Let's see. Quit. Titus. Brotherhood. Yes. There we go. Now everybody's nice and equipped. Anyway, I'm going to break here, and I'm going to do a bunch of fights. I'm going to grind grind Yuna up a little bit here, because she's going to desperately be needing for the upcoming fight.
Burn.
Wish Yuna is going to be a little bit useless for the little bit here, but it's okay, not much we can do about that. Anyway, when I come back, we will be fighting Lord Ochu.
Thank you,
Whatever
everyone.
the Crusader back there said. So, be back. Just gonna show it off here really quickly. I've moved Yuna this way for her sphere grid for now. She'll be hopping back and heading down the normal path in just a little bit. Also, Lulu, not going anywhere. Kamari, not going anywhere. Waka, not going anywhere. Titus has moved one more sphere and activated the only thing he will in the entire game, and that's Flee. That's because, for a little bit, when we come in across the parts where Yuna is not with us, there are bosses that we cannot avoid fighting, which will be half of the tactical thing. But since I don't want to really have to sit here and grind and then get a game over and then re-grind, I'm going to be abusing Flee a little bit just to make sure that my party lives to see another day. Anyway, I will be back with more grinding. Just a little tactical note here. The reason I taught Yuna the extractability is so that she can walk up and I think it activates even if she misses. I guess we'll figure it out. But she can almost assuredly pull off a hit against like the electric or the plants or anything like that. So it's a good way to get ability spheres. Second, I taught her Lancet because, well, with that, she can hit most things as hard as Titus can, and she gets healed from it, so why the heck not? And I guess it has to hit, but anyway, I taught her that so that we can get ability spheres, because I've only got 2 left, and they've already been spoken for in her next movement of the sphere grid, so... And so, without further ado, let's take on the Lord of the Forest. The only good reason you would have to not fight him right now is the fact that if you leave him and come back, he's the cheapest way to get 99 remedies. You can bribe him, and since his health is, what, 4,000 something, most bribes need to give 20 times 20 the health. And so at a times 20, you're only giving him like 80,000 gil, and he'll give you 99 remedies or something like that. It's cheap, but it's a lot of work, and you basically have to wait until all the way until the end of the game when you actually get the ship, the airship, and can come back. But that's not really worth it for me. What would really help is if, yeah, that works. Keep using Titus as a tank. The other major benefit to having Yuna have Lancet is the fact that she can replenish her mana really easily with it too. So besides being able to keep herself moderately topped off on health, ooh, nice, a critical, and keeping herself really topped off on mana, it's just not a contest as to why you would not want her to have it. If you're doing the normal sphere grid, then yeah, I can see why you would avoid it. And especially if you're doing everybody with their things, then she's probably only going to come in, use a couple of heals, and then get back out. So it's not incredible. But when she's going to be your frontline woman, it suddenly starts making a lot more sense to have her have an attack that heals both her mana, and her health, and costs no mana either, which is pretty incredible. Let's see here. We don't want you to heal, so we will bring in Kamari. We'll smack you a bit, wake you back up. And here comes the earthquake. This might kill Lulu. Oh, no, it didn't. That's good. Actually, it looks like it just cut their health in half. And now we'll bring in Yuna. Yuna can heal up Lulu. Keep everybody nice and topped up. And next Kamari turn. Okay, thanks, Kamari. Time to get out. Oh, what the? How did you miss? It's like missing a barn, you idiot. Well, that completely negates your critical from earlier, but whatever. And so long as he doesn't decide to suddenly use Earthquake out of the blue, I think we got this in the bag. Yuna's burning through her MP pretty quickly, but I still have not used Lancet, I don't think. I don't remember, at least. That works. Let's figure out if I've used Lancet or not. I have not. Oh, yes, I have. I am known for my amazing memory. And let's see, let's finish it off with Lancet. Yuna gets the finishing kill. Finishing move. And bada bing bada boom. Not even enough to give her a sphere level. It does give us an MP sphere, however, which is pretty good.
A summoner and her guardians. Very impressive.
Sir, we should fight too.
We'll get our chance soon enough.
Young crusaders gather around. We'll beat sin into the ground.
You haven't beat Sin into anything as of
Do your
late.
best, kid.
Hey!
Yeah, we not only are not going to be joining the Crusaders, we might actively try and disband them. They are a waste of space and time. We've steered Sin away many times. I don't buy that for a second. Anyway, bit more grinding, and when I come back, we should be at the next part. So, one sec.
Oh, oh. These stone steps have a history, you know.
People
Yep.
fall down them all the
Odo
time.
Holland trained here at his peak.
A race, huh? Think you can beat me?
The contestants
Yuna,
all
if you
look
would.
really stupid.
Ready?
Hey!
Ah, huh? Hey!
And we'll be saving for no particular reason whatsoever. Just, totally not something about to go down or anything like that. Nothing like a major boss battle!
Everyone, quick! Sin spawn!
And so, how are we going to deal with Mr. Tentacly here? Well, we are going to do it the good old-fashioned way. By taking out his arms and legs first. From a distance, of course. Let's get Titus in on this. And a little bit of overdrive wouldn't kill a man. There we go. Nicely done. Let's see. Oh, not quite enough to take it out in one shot. Dang. Kind of hoping it would be enough, but whatever. We're going to be focusing... Oh, shit. That I forgot about.
Its tentacles absorb any spells cast.
Yes, thank you for that. Yes, and it is 100% immune to physical attacks right now. I know that, thank you. That was stupid of me. My apologies. I think this is poison? Oh. Not quite. Well, for the meantime then, let's bring in the big K. Just so that he can lance at this thing. Nice. Weak. This is how you do it. And now that he's down, let's hit it with another lancet. And we'll bring Lulu back in. Now she can actually start punching through the armor a little bit. Oh yeah, so
it's hard as rock. My sword's no good.
My sword's no good. I thought it was completely impervious. That's, I guess, the Monster Creation Arena only version. This thing just doesn't take a lot of damage until it opens up like this. Now we should be able to, yeah, do a little bit more damage to it. And for some reason, tentacles still don't absorb magic. Despite the fact that it doesn't seem like anything's different, but whatever. Hey, that's not nice. Don't poison us. What did we ever do to you? And despite the gimmick of this fight, that you have to take out the tentacles first, you might have noticed its health is actually less than that of Lord Ochu. And so it's just a formality of finishing this guy off. Except for this part, where he starts getting desperation attacks. But with Yuna in the mix, she can keep everybody more than healed up, so there we go. Lulu, heal up. Feel better. Stop poisoning Yuna. What did she ever do to you? Besides physically absorb your life and your magic. And oh, not quite killing blow. Damn. One more round. Oh well. Once again, Yuna gets killing blow. The game knows. It knows. And that should take care of that. Explode into fireflies. Or I guess melt into fireflies would be more accurate. Oh, Titus, you didn't do that much.
Sorry about that. Hope to break you in a little slower.
Being a guardian's tiring.
You handle yourself pretty well. You got talent.
You didn't do that much, Titus.
So, what are these sin spawn anyway?
Fiends. They fall from Sin's body and are left behind in its wake.
Leave him alone and Sin comes back for him. You gotta be quick.
That moment when Waka told me I had talent in battle, I think that was when I started seriously considering becoming a guardian.
And once again, it wasn't even enough to give Yuna a single sphere level. Come on, jeez. Disappointing. But with that boss fight complete, I think that's pretty sufficient for a part, a bonus boss and a story boss. So I am going to save here, and I will call this a part. When we come back next time, we will make it to the temple and meet a bunch of assholes and do our first Cloister of Trials that is not a gimme. Till next time, later.